Joseph Watson 5293 is the real Joseph Watson. And the real Joseph Watson always says that Stella from Angry Birds is one of his favorite fictional characters and would never do anything to tarnish her image. Especially when she wears those funny glasses with the fake nose and mustache like Poppy did in the Angry Birds Stella telepods. Or when she's holding her breath for as long as possible. Or when she's in a kitty cat costume. Or when she's a clown. Or when she plugs her nose with a clothespin. Or when she's playing Duel Monsters. Or when she's dropping 20,000 pounds of Thomas and Friends sticky soda cheese on Little Apple and Pear from the Annoying Orange. Or when she's dressed as a pirate. Or when she's a Powerpuff Girl. Or when she's a princess. Or when she's snorkeling in the ocean. Or when she's wearing a Minnie Mouse costume. Or when she's eating a peanut butter and raspberry jelly sandwich. Or when she's puckering up after eating a sour lemon. Or when she comes back from a snorkeling trip. Or when she plays electric guitar. Or when she's trapped in a bubble. Or if she's a skateboarder. Or when she has her very own personal handy-dandy notebook and crayon from Blue's Clues. Or when she rubs sunblock on her nose. Or when she ends up getting nosebleed. Or when she plugs her nose with earplugs. Or when her pink hair feathers turn purple and puts Gail's crown on. Or when a spirit of one of the 7 Millennium items from Yu-Gi-Oh! Takes over her mind. Or when she's dressed as Poobaroo from Sergeant Frog. Or when she's dressed as Amy Rose from Sonic the Hedgehog. Or when she's in that winter outfit enjoying a cup of hot cocoa. Or when she's dressed up as Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Or when she's in a cardboard submarine. Or when she flies in outer space. Or when she's made of perler beads. Or when she's wearing a fake piggy nose, like in the Angry Birds Stella telepods. Or when she's scuba diving in the ocean. Or when she puts her beak underwater and blows bubbles. Or when she plugs her nose with one hand while talking. Or when she plugs her nose with one hand while singing. Or when she performs the swim dance. Or when she also goes in yellow for Angry Bird Thammy and Oceana Granada's character Susie. Or when she also goes in green for Captain Henzoid's character Stellagoo. Or when she also goes in blue for Tiffany Fisher artist character Sarah. Or when she goes in cerulean with yellow stars for Cars Ignite 95's character Star. Or when she also goes in sky blue with a 4th hair feather for Instagram user CT Shafia 2006's original Angry Birds character Lauren. Or when she's wearing a fairy costume. Or when she refuses to smell the stinky cheese. Or when she's eating a fresh cookie. Or when she's eating a fresh mango. Or when she's having fresh milk. Or when she's enjoying an orange. Or when she's having a soft pretzel. Or when she's having a fresh ice cream cone. Or when she enjoys pepperoni pizza. Or when she's eating a submarine sandwich. Or when she has a sword. Or when she's ready for carnival. Or when she's surfing in the ocean. Or when her special power, the Pink Flash, is used in a Power Rangers Dino Charger, aka Juden Sentai Kyouryuger Judenchi. Or when she demonstrates the Build driver from Kamen Rider Build to Bruno of MMPR Toys. Or when she transforms into a Power Ranger, or when she's dressed as Garfield, or when she's transformed into a pig, which Cedric Thunderhead has nightmares over, or when she's a nurse, or when she's a sorceress, or if she's badly injured and needs medical supplies, or when she's dressed as Wonder Woman, or if she's inflated into a giant balloon like Bubbles, or when she's dressed as Princess Leia from Star Wars, or when she's dressed as Padme from Star Wars, or when she has a cute relationship with Chuck, or when she enjoys some fresh fruit punch, or when her bright pink feathers suddenly turn yellow and she dresses up as Chalice from Cuphead, or when she's dressed up as Sailor Moon, or when she's a Lego minifigure, especially when she wears a Super Saiyan cosplay, or when she goes full-blown afro, or when she's a super spy, especially when she's driving a race car, or when she has peacock feathers, or when she's made of clay, or when she's hypnotized. But even in spite of all of those things, Joseph Watson and Cedric Thunderhead only want Stella the Pink Angry Bird's autograph, not her pussy. They do not simp over Stella the way Rye Guy Productions simps over Iniesta at all. Her laughter is sweet as a charm, and so are all her bubbles. Not to mention Tiffany Fisher artist, Bailey Jin and Louie, and Cars Ignite 95's voice impressions of her.